What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got an excellent competitive duel for you guys to check out. This is going to be the best 2 out of 3, so you could basically consider this just like a regional duel. We got Guru Control down here at the bottom. A lot of people consider this to be kind of like a fringe top 5 deck. It just got Solemn Judgment the 3. Also another copy of Super Polymerization, and there's Crackdown from Dark Neostorm. Definitely a lot of options for Guru Control. Also, Hidden City getting that reprint, so even more popularity should be coming to this deck. Then we have a deck that I feel like is one of the biggest sleepers. No, I think it's the biggest sleeper of the format right now as it stands, and I think it is Zombies. I think Zombies getting 3 Solemn Judgments and then also 3 Super Polys just like Guru, but people have to understand Zombies have their own fusion monster in the Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. This card is awesome, especially if you have Zombie World on the field. You can use any 2 of your opponent's monsters because all monsters become zombies, and you can also use it during the battle phase when you're beating your opponent down. Plus, Balerdrock is still like one of the best monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, you would think that this duel would probably favor Guru Control because in a grindy kind of control matchup, you generally give the more control-y, grindy deck the advantage, but Zombies can grind super hard because of Balerdrock. So, we'll go ahead and run it. I think that Duality is really the only play. Now this is interesting. You have to ask yourself as a Guru player, do you take the Extravagance and set up for the next turn, or do you take the Floodgate and try to lock your opponent down? Now, he didn't know the Floodgate, there can only be one as good in this matchup, but if he just hard flips this over, Zombies are toast. I don't really think that they can win with just one monster unless it's Balerdrock. So if he does hard rip that, this could be a GG no re, but he's just going to set Guru, set that there can only be one. Effect Veiler going to be used on the Unizombie. He attacks, Guru activates, and man, it looks like he is at the advantage because not only did he get a free search with Guru, but then his it's also face up, so Fiendus is live as well. He is going to go ahead and flip both monsters face down and flip Guru back up, get himself another search. Now Archer can just go ahead and put Unizombie back into the graveyard. Really looks like Guru has, complete tempo control in this duel, but another Solemn Judgment was top decked by Zombies. Them Solemns, man, I'm telling you guys, they will get you every time. He's gonna go ahead and super poly his opponent's monsters, going for that Mud Dragon. Fair enough. He then is going to get Zombie World, and now he's gonna go for Nightmare Phoenix. That's gonna be met with Effect Veiler, but that really wasn't what he wanted to do. I think he just wanted to get the Glow Up Bloom in the graveyard. Now his opponent is going to finally go ahead and use that there can only be one, but since he did not hard rip it, obviously he can just use Solemn Judgment. So Solemn Judgment coming in clutch. He can go ahead and now use Glow Up Bloom from the graveyard. He can get the Balerdrock again. Looks like he actually is probably going to win this duel. Goes into Vampire Sucker just so he gets the draw from the copy of Balerdrock again. Looking pretty good. Gets an Ash Blossom. I think that he should have used Ash Blossom on the upstart. I mean, yes, I know that he could have had something else, but like honestly, what are the chances of your opponent having upstart plus like Hidden City? And even if they did have Hidden City, it's not like you couldn't Solemn it anyways. Like I would have used Ash Blossom on the upstart. That's just me personally. He is going to Ash to search, but he still at least gets to keep it. Fiendus is going to be used. Balerdrock tries to chain. Final Battle says no, and then God says no to everything. Solemn Judgment being the final act in that chain, and it is just going to seal the duel. So you see right here, Guru Control got pretty much an ideal early game, first couple of turns, got to go first, just didn't matter. Like Zombies do have that grind ability, and the Solemns putting in that work. Like people underestimate how good Solemn Judgment can be for, a deck like Zombies, but I feel like Solemn Judgment's amazing. Anyways, game 2, looks like Guru's up first, goes for Extravagance. This time he will use the Ash Blossom. That was really, really big, and he's just going to set 3 monsters, one of them being Guru. So at least he's opening with his Guru in like every game. Plus, he has the ability with Final Battle to flip it face up. We'll see how this plays out. Foolish Burial, so he's trying to get that Zombie World on field early. Unizombie is going to be used for Glow Up Bloom, and man, this is really bad. If you're playing against Zombies and they're able to get Balerdrock on the field turn 1, that's not a position you want to be in. You don't want to be staring down that thing. It's going to get super poly, so at least he got it off the field. Problem is, he still has a field spell, so it's not like it's not coming back anyways, and it can start, at least absorbing some attacks. So Balerdrock is probably just going to be attacked so that he can flip Guru over safely. Fair enough. Gets himself a Fiendus, and then is going to pass it back. Balerdrock is coming back. His opponent says, nah, I guess I'll Fiendus that. Not sure if that's worth, because it's not like it's not going to come back anyways, but he says, bitch, please, this time I'm going to be using the Super Polymerization. I'm going to summon my copy of the Dragon Necro Nether Swarm Dragon. And then he's actually going to use Mizuki from the hand, and he's going to summon Balladrock from his hand anyway. So it's not like he didn't get to use it that turn. His opponent knows that that final battle ain't doing nothing because he ain't got no, he doesn't have any copies of Subterror monsters on the field. So he's just going to scoop it up. Then just like that, we saw zombies just absolutely scrape, you know, Guru Control. A lot of people consider Guru Control to be a top 5 deck, and zombies just gave it that work. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos. And actually, just a quick peek at what the zombie deck looks like on paper. Never thought I'd see the day where Mizuki was not ran at 3 in zombies, but here you go. Also, Ash Blossom and Joy Spring is a zombie, so sometimes you might actually summon this card just because of that. If you want to go into, I don't know, like Vampire Sucker or something like that. Solemn Judgment, obviously, being kind of the be-all, end-all for defense for zombies. Your monster defense is mainly going to come from Balladrock. And also you have Rivalry of Warlords. The main reason that all these zombie builds will occasionally run like the Rivalry of Warlords is because if you have Zombie World on the field, that means your opponent can only summon zombie monsters from their hand. And if your opponent isn't playing zombies, they can't summon any monsters from their hand. They can summon monsters from like the graveyard or whatever, but they can never summon any more monsters from their hand. You've got Instant Fusion in here, only kind of, I guess, questionable kind of card in here. I think that mainly it's just kind of for going second. Being able to have something like 1,000 Ice Strict to kind of, I guess, bait your opponent's like negations and stuff like that. Maybe you could switch it out for like Impermanence, just kind of like a more like streamlined hand trap. You could, yeah, maybe fit in like 3 copies of Impermanence in here, cut those and be at like a solid 41 cards. But yeah, the deck looks really nice and solid on paper. Also, super polymerization because you do have so much room in zombies. Zombies really don't need to run that many extra deck cards. I mean, sure, they have some like link monsters and they have some fusions and synchros that are kind of associated with zombies. They're not like pure part of like zombie archetypes or anything like that, but generally speaking, you don't really need that much extra deck space in zombies. So yeah, I feel like zombies could be a deck on the rise.